Welcome to Golf in the Cosmos, where physics meets the fairway and the universe takes a swing at your mind. We are back, baby. We got K-Con on the pod. What's up, bud?
How's it going, everyone? Great to be back.
We got Parbay.
How we doing, y'all?
We got Miller.
How we doing? Welcome back.
And, of course, we got Andrew. What's up?
Yo, stoked playing a tournament this weekend. Very stoked.
Oh,
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah, USAM tour, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Los Serranos.
Where's that?
Chino Hills.
Chino Hills. It's like the OC. You know, Ryan.
Is it a par 74?
That's what I saw.
I think there's like a bunch of
So.
par 5s at it or something.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That should be fun, man. That should be. You can either go really low or go extra high.
I think the first two holes are par fives.
But I'm
Oh, wow.
pretty positive Los
Oh, no,
Serranos has a huge elevation change, right?
Yeah, the south course is, man, when you play it from the tips, it's like 7,500. And the
Yeah, it's a
last
tournament
hole is
course.
like a famous 650 or 670 yard par five.
Holy
crazy.
crap.
Yeah, so we'll be back. Three of us will be back at the USAM tour, and we'll be doing some like live posts and stuff. It was kind of fun. I kind of learned that from Andrew when he went. You know, Andrew, when you went to yours, you were doing some live posts. I experimented with a little bit, and it's fun because they repost our stories too. The
Yeah,
USAM
that's
tour.
cool.
Are you guys all set up, by the way? Everyone have like a stick for the ground or cart mount? Everyone's good to go for content.
It's
Jen?
more of we post our scorecard and then we talk about like how the day's going. We're not really. I haven't gotten to that level yet where I feel comfortable like, you know, getting in people's way, filming shots.
Well, look,
and
I'm
stuff,
just
but-
saying, like on your cart, put the little spider,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
grapple it.
That's I need to get one overnighted.
Yeah.
It costs like $10. Kevin Hammond sent me it.
Yeah, they're
it's
$9.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
actually working right now.
Yeah, we almost need to make a page on our site with like filming stuff, you know, the spider and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
what
you
we
know.
found out was
Yeah.
what works the best, you know?
Yeah, because I feel like everyone's trying to film their golf a little bit out there.
That's true. I mean, golf since 2019 up 46% in terms of players.
Yeah, you
So
see, that was a recent article, right?
it's crazy.
So
Yeah.
are the greens fees, unfortunately.
I think those are up 100%.
I mean,
And tee times are impossible to
paying
get now.
$80 at Costa Mesa, another back-to-back par 5 starting course, Los Lagos, which Andrew has a lot of practice on.
Yeah, I mean that's just general inflation, right? So does you know, a loaf of bread and eggs cost more now too since 2019. But
Thank you, Michael Block, for Arroyo Tribuco's.
that one was
rocket.
different. Yeah.
Smoked.
I mean, dude, what's crazy is 47 million Americans over the age of 6 play golf in the United States. That's a 2024 stat. That's pretty nuts. Considering what we talked about last week and what we all were saying is that like people thought golf was dying for a bit with like first tee numbers were down. But yeah, kind
Why-
of crazy.
why did-
I think we all know why our generation started golfing, at least, even probably to Andrew's age. It's a one-word answer, and it's been really relevant lately.
What is it?
Tiger.
Tiger.
Oh, in the news
Yeah.
again for the wrong reasons. Another car-related incident.
Yeah, he refused you know, medical help. They tried taking him in to the hospital. He refused it. I don't know if he was thinking straight at the time or not, but that's to be seen. Apparently, Tiger got approval from the judge, and the assistant DA was on the Zoom call as well with Tiger's lawyer to get treatment abroad, if you will, outside of the United States.
Smart,
I couldn't
yeah.
figure out what country he's going to. I mean, obviously, that's not public information at this point. But
I mean, he's probably going to one of those clinics in like the south of France. It's going to
Yeah.
be something like that.
I
you
just
know?
imagine like he's going to like Norway or France, and it's, you know, this just a beautiful view and lots of doctors and a place for him to you know, do what he needs to do. You know,
We should
whether
bring on
whether
our
it
legal
be-
correspondent Mike Brown to see what the implications of doing that are if there was an angle they were playing there.
Yeah, you mean
Yeah.
Breeze
Breeze,
Woods.
actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know who
sorry,
that. I don't know
Breeze
who
Woods,
we were
I'm
talking about. But yeah, Breeze.
Oh,
Mike
Breeze
Brown
Woods,
doesn't
yeah.
exist.
Yeah, I don't know who that is,
Yeah.
but Breeze. Yeah, we could. Yeah, I consult closely with Breeze, so I, you know, I have.
He's our consigliere for the tour.
I have the lowdown as well.
Yeah, we should bring on Breeze Woods to see what Tiger and his lawyer's angle were for seeking that outside the U.S. care. Also, interesting advice from the lawyer was to not take the P test. I think that one was obvious. but the 2 hydrocodones in his pocket might have.
God, when
Screwed
that
over
came
there.
out, when that came out,
Familiar with that, Narp.
listen,
No, I'm just
I thought
kidding.
it was like a rock solid case. Like he didn't pee. All right, they got nothing on him. He was dizzy after the car flipped. And then when it came out that they had, then the police report that there was 2 pills in his pocket. I couldn't believe that. I'm like,
I know.
are
What
you
was
kidding
he doing
me?
with them?
You have
how?
to be
Disappointing.
pretty messed up. I mean, like, guys, we've all been there. We've all been young, I'm not a big fan of opiates. I don't know. I understand the whole pain relief and the addiction, but I mean, it's like if you're going to roll around in your car, I mean, even if it's weed back in the day, right, you're pretty conscious of what you have on you, right? It's
Well,
like,
I would
you
eat
know
the
your stash.
I would eat the weed before I'm getting out of the car. It's
But
getting
you're not even
swallowed.
gonna have it in your pocket. You have it somewhere hidden.
in your dash and like, hidden,
Yeah,
in
at
a hidden
least out of
spot.
sight, or like we always knew if you got pulled over, you might get searched. So it's like, don't have it on you.
I mean,
Unless
look,
the-
hold up.
yeah.
Let's hold up. Let's take a second. If you look at that guy's body and you've seen the meme of the surgeries and operations
of
he's had
course.
on every component of his legs and arms and back, I think this is just a day in a life. Like he's constantly on painkillers.
Sadly, his tolerance
Yeah.
could be so high that it's like popping a Zin for him.
Yeah, he's just used
Probably.
to like have. Oh, I need one real quick. Boom. I mean, it must have been where
I mean,
the point he was at.
it's reminiscent of Michael Jackson almost.
Oh, where are you going with that?
He was really hooked on the painkillers.
You're right,
I mean, that
I know,
was his
yeah.
downfall, and he just leveled up as time went on. So I
You've
hope
been,
Tiger
you've been to
doesn't fall.
Neverland Ranch, right?
Yeah, a long time ago when I was
I'm
really
just
young.
kidding, I'm
I
just
was really young at the time.
Look,
I don't remember
Michael
much.
Jackson couldn't shoot 120. Okay, if you brought
Yeah.
him out to an
Well, hold on,
executive
let's-
course, but
Let's get to the real meat. I mean, this is kind of ruining our Masters. Is he going to play? And is this just going to be a 2-week stint in Cannes and then back here? But I'm dying for him to play. And then
Are
it's,
there odds
it's really
on Kalshi or
disappointing.
Poly Market right now?
Well, what's
obviously?
the
What are
next-
What
Yeah.
are those odds right now?
We're gonna pull him up right
what
now.
would be the next
Yeah.
major? The U.S. Open,
Yeah,
the next big major.
PGA, right?
It's either the PGA or U.S. Open.
PGA. U.S. Open is Father's Day, June.
Oh God, guys! Tiger Woods
So
will
May.
not play in the Masters 2026, confirmed by the Augusta National Chairman Fred
Oh,
Riley.
he's not even allowed to.
Ridley on
No.
March 26.
Yeah. So Augusta released a statement that he let them. I think it was like
He informed them.
Yeah,
he informed
exactly.
them.
He informed them they would never ban a past champion, or they could, but that's not the case. The rumors are though that Fred called, that the Masters committee called Tiger or spoke to Tiger's team and said like, hey, we don't want this distraction.
Yeah.
It's said that the Masters organizers are the only people that are maybe richer than Tiger. So they're going, hey, we don't care how rich you are, so are we. We don't
America's boardroom.
we don't need this. We don't need this week. And then they let Tiger release his statement first, so
Yeah.
Tiger was able to kind of get ahead of it and not look not look worse than it already looks.
I mean, out of
Yeah.
respect, and he's got the PGA making statements about him. I mean, it's disappointing, to say the least, and obviously dangerous, but gonna miss seeing him. That's
It's-
the best
you know,
part of the Masters.
It's just Tiger just makes headlines. Like I've never seen anyone, where I'm watching the regular news and there's the ticker at the bottom giving Tiger Woods updates. I'm like, this is like
Yeah.
a channel that is nothing that doesn't talk about golf like at all.
I know, but he's also one of the most famous men in the world.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Just because.
Right.
And by the way, in the past, the paparazzi media used to be all over him, especially when he was younger. And then obviously
he's
he
been-
had
since he
the
was
failed
2.
marriage. Yeah.
He's been in the news, so it's
Right.
been a wild life for him. And
I mean, I guess so is Rory, but not to that extent. I mean, no one has, had a lifelong. If you think of like Kobe, Jordan. I mean, they burst on the scene post college, post high school for Kobe, but the lifelong kind of spotlight. I mean, I haven't seen that in any other sport to that magnitude.
It's just interesting to imagine if he made that turn and just barely missed the trailer and going, oops, got back on the road. He plays the Masters, no one, but because he clips the trailer, car flips. Now he's going to treatment. Like these are things that he never would have wanted to be on the news again. He's familiar with scandal. His team knows that he can recover. But I mean, it was just so like it
The
almost
guy needs a chauffeur, man. I mean, after
Jesus, yeah.
the guy,
come on.
I mean, after the Genesis Invitational crashing into Genesis of all things. I mean,
I know you can't make this stuff up, man.
Oh wait, Kevin, buy your in-laws house, right? Like, did he, like a few streets away
on Hawthorne.
Yeah, on Hawthorne. Yeah.
Yep, it's like a steep hill, but it's not. Crenshaw's is steeper. Like that one,
it is
you would
really
have died
foggy
on.
out there, though. I mean, I'm sure you can attest, Kevin, in the mornings in that area.
Yeah, I don't know if it was foggy that morning, to be honest. But
Well, look, we could talk about this all day. I think we all want Tiger to get better, and this is, we're here to support. If he needs us to come out and just hang out at his house and play golf, like we're happy to join him, like be there as friends. But just waiting. We'll meet you at the private terminal at John Wayne. We're ready to go. Just want to throw that out there.
yeah, Tiger, if you need us, man,
yeah,
we're just a
if
phone
you
call
need
away,
us.
buddy.
We're here to help bring people back. We forgive. We move on.
Yeah.
One thing.
Yeah, go, Andrew.
I think Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly." He uses this poem throughout, and it's all about how he abused his power and found himself in a deep depression. And I think for Tiger's whole life, he's been essentially used to sell more golf and more fame around him. And so I just think that whole album actually seems to tie pretty closely to Tiger's life and experience. And he's been put in this position to, need to use pain medication to kind of get through it, both for pain, but also probably maybe some kind of depression.
There's more than one kind of pain, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. And I think he's going to get help, and he's kind of hopefully going to accept that his life has been tough, a lot tougher than it seems from the media's perspective.
Andrew, that was very eloquently put.
I was going to say,
great.
dude, there's the masters in music theory, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it kind of reminds me of this. I mean, hey, look, he's had a rough
Beautiful,
go at it, but I mean, he's probably also been with 300 or 400 women, mature women.
10,000.
Yeah. So
Get out of here.
some guys
It's
do
not
a
even
lot
close.
worse for 72. This guy, I mean, for having 10,000, a couple pills versus blowing something up for 72, promise to you later. I'd say Tiger made out pretty well,
Yeah.
Well, look, we don't need to bring in the shame and the bad moments of his past. He's a man of the church.
Look. Let's just say, I think of it as it's a beginning of a new stage. This guy's been through many stages, and this is just gonna be one of those kind of markers where a new stage begins, and he's gonna kind of, reinvent himself again, and everyone is still gonna, you can't take away all the majors and everything he's done for the game. To your point, that's the reason we got into the game, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's just, we're just, in kind of the trough, and it's going to go back up. And it seems like he's doing the right things now to bring it back. So
One
Yeah, and
final
look-
thing on
yeah,
this.
go.
Sorry. Kevin Connors, I feel like you were present, right, at the Masters when Tiger won.
Yeah, we brought this up. Yeah, but back in
But you have any
2019, I was.
the mystique, the air. I mean, you've seen him in the flesh. I mean, can you tell us how special that was? Just the feeling of that.
Definitely. It's so good to see him, and it's so hard. I mean, the mystique and this cloud just overtakes the whole course. I mean, you could be following him. There's so many people. It's hard to even walk faster than the way he plays that course because he knows it so well. And then, you could be on a complete different hole. You could be 4 holes away, and you're just hear this roar, and everyone just looks at each other. What did Tiger do? What did he do? Yeah. And then you wait, and then you kind of wait at that hole, and then they change the scoreboard because you don't have your phone, so they change the scoreboard, and then it shows that he birdied, and everyone at that hole erupts. And across the course, you could hear these eruption. It's just them getting the news, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I think let's end on this. We want him to get better. He's obviously someone we all idolize and respect and look up to, and he's having another point to what you said, Kevin, one of these other markers, and he's going to come back even stronger. Will he win another major? I don't know, but I think we'll see him back, and just part of the journey. But hold on, let's dive into the betting.
So
I know the
let's
fans
get
are
in.
waiting.
There's another real big story right now. Last week's winner of the tournament, Gary Woodland.
Oh, yes.
What a performance! by Gary Woodland to be able to get back in the winner's circle after getting a brain tumor removed and admitting that he had some PTSD. He got it off his chest, and his what's funny, I guess I don't, you don't watch everyone swing too often, but because he was in the lead, his swing is so pretty. That timing,
it is.
Like, Andrew, what do you think about that swing? The way he goes to the back and the club kind of floats for a second.
Yep.
It's like,
well, I'd say you look at Jake Knapp, and it's directly related to Gary Woodland's swing. It's like it gets up to the top, and the hands are so relaxed that the club falls more as he's transferring his weight, and it allows him to hit so much down on the ball that he gets incredible compression, and that's why you can hit it so far and control its trajectory really well.
What do you think the longevity is of a swing like that? I mean, we compare it to Tiger, right?
I mean,
kind
he's
of more
41.
violent.
It's forever. That kind of swing has no tension, but it's incredibly powerful, and it's using his body weight to drive the club through the ball. So I've always watched his swing and just been like, man, that's so much power that doesn't look like it's being exerted.
right,
It's
Gary
just
Woodland's
happening.
swing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I
He's
feel like
got the
even Fred
longest-
Couples had like more back surgeries and a lot of he had like the smoothest swing ever, right? You watch Fred Couples, but I feel like Woodland, has found a way to not avoid the injuries even.
Yeah, I mean, I would say back problems are always going to be an issue for any golfer because as you get older, it's just that stiffening of your spine.
Yeah.
And
just the
fluid in
wearing.
your-
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
putting, bending over to putt all the time.
Yeah, that's why I was at the Hogue Classic on Saturday, and plenty of golfers have Vijay Singh and
Bernard.
Bernhard. They were playing in the same group, and they both had long putters
Interesting.
where they don't have to bend over. So it's like the back is going to be a problem for every single golfer as they get older.
Well, let's get back to Woodland, though. I mean, if you watched, what was it, Full Swing on Netflix? Like, do you guys remember that, like, 2 years ago? They showed him, getting checked out and finding out he had the tumor and then getting the surgery. And then, just all the emotion. I mean, what a beautiful moment, though, when he, threw his hands, kind of looked up, and then, his wife came out there. And, that
it's
was
amazing how
kind
much
of a storybook ending.
It's amazing how much he won by too. Like
Yeah,
he
it's
could have
amazing.
5 putted or something.
Yeah, he closed that round. He closed that final round out after seeing so many tournaments this year. Just no one capitalizing on the final round. It's like
First time in
he went
5
out and did
weeks.
it.
Guy
Yeah.
closes day 4.
I'd like to say that was a really emotional moment. I've
Yeah.
had someone really close to me, my little cousin. He had a brain tumor that had to be removed while he was in high school. The kid was a genius, baseball player all the way through, and I spent a couple of nights with him in Children's Hospital, and I remember the cognitive and physical decline he had to go through pretty much through halfway in his undergrad. So it's a real thing. I mean, it's such a remarkable thing. I mean, he came back. Shout out to my boy Eric. I mean, he's a 2L in law school right now on scholarship. So,
Nice.
fought his way back. But yeah, it's really emotional to see because I've seen that kind of decline and what it takes to come back from, and to do it in a physical and mental aspect when it comes to something like golf. Because I feel like people overlook just the mental aspect of golf too, like Andrew said, right? There's something to it. So to stick in that zone, just 3 years out of that, I mean, I think it's one of the most amazing stories you'll hear, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful moment, straight out of a movie.
Yeah. No,
And Narb, thanks for sharing that. I think it's something that a lot of people deal with and no one talks about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm a data guy, so I'm thinking, okay, 4 out of the 5 last weeks, the leader has squandered the lead. So I'm thinking, don't take Woodland. I try to take the emotion out of it when you're talking from if you're betting on this stuff.
Yeah.
So to see him kind of go against the recent odds of the what's been happening recently, to still shoot those good numbers on Saturday and Sunday, being in the final group and handling the pressure, he really rose above whatever pressure these other guys have been feeling on Sunday. Aberg included. These guys have been struggling like crazy on the final day. There's people chasing them. So props to Gary Woodland, for just holding on to play 4 days of really impressive golf. and it's being said that the celebration's going to go on for like 2 months for that guy. Like it's going to be, there's so many fans for him, like on the tour, the guys that work for the tour, family members of other tour players. It's just said that the reception is just going to be every week that people see him. There's, it's going to be constant congratulations.
And by the way, that win, I think, brings him back to Augusta in 2 weeks.
Definitely does.
Yeah, it does everything. Opens up all the doors. We'll get to see him
2
way
years on the
more.
tour.
Yep.
It's crazy.
How do you not root
so
for a guy
happy
like
for
that,
him.
honestly?
Yeah.
How do you not want to see that guy succeed, man?
No, it was beautiful.
I'm telling you, I've watched cognitive decline. Like, you watch a perfect SAT kid go to, like, not being able to do basic algebra. Like, for this guy to come and read greens, distances. I mean, he doesn't have a rangefinder, right? I mean, this is high level. Like, it's high level, cognitive thinking and physical performance. It's really, really something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So props to Gary Woodland. So looking forward to the Valero Texas Open. And, of course, we have the Masters next week, guys. This is going to be a big week. This is, for podcasts like us, this is our Super Bowl. Let's be honest. I mean, this is really, this is when all eyes are on golf.
No, it's major season. Like, we're heating up. By the way, we got like the peak of Texas right now at the Valero. Okay, dude, don't write that off either. Beautiful event.
Right. I mean, it is the warm up. A lot of guys here. The winner gets in. So I always think it's interesting. Will the winner be someone that already was in the Masters, or will it be someone that gets in
is that
new?
A bet
That's a
on
great-
Kalshi we could take?
Yeah, is that like a tune-up?
What's like who wants it more?
I would love to take that bet.
I mean, last year was Brian Harmon, everyone's favorite wobble kind of swing, but I mean, it rewarded kind of good iron game. I mean, like, I'll just kind of say, like, coming out the top, like, kind of feeling Bob McIntyre. I'm feeling someone who's tuning it up into Augusta. But it's kind of a wide open field again. We've, seen in the recent weeks, it's actually not who the book is saying is in the top 5 or top 10, right? Like, I feel like our winners the past few weeks. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I'll double check, but I'm curious what y'all think.
The favorite has not been winning. That's for sure.
Like,
not at all.
I mean, like, Marco Penge, like, 2 weeks ago was, I think, a top 10 finish. And he was like 50th on the list.
Yeah.
The only reason I pulled him out is because we had like a stim talking about him in Hawaii. But
I didn't. He also missed the cut last week, which pissed me off.
I know. Oh, wait, are you out of the cut game now?
I missed the first cut with Keegan Bradley. Thanks, Captain Bradley.
I'm like one of like 2 or 3. I'm one of the final few.
You've made every cut.
Yeah, I made every cut.
Oh my, that's huge.
I know. I'm because I'm in second. You never know if you're gonna win though. It's just so hard to call down the stretch. But
do we have updated scores? Can we know where
well,
we're
here,
at?
So hold up. Before we go into Valero picks, Kevin, do you want to let the audience know where we're at in terms of who's been calling the shots, who's been winning money?
Yeah,
I don't know if we have it updated.
I've got Cam and I've got the updates.
Okay.
All right. So last week we had Parbay hit 2 last week. He got the top 5 pick with Minwoo Lee and Nikolai Højgaard as top 10.
Wow.
Beautiful.
So he was
beautiful
the big
calls.
winner of the weekend. But then we had Miller he called Thigala as a top 10, which was for a single bet the most paying. Just a single bet, but Narb won the tournament itself.
That was a 10 bagger, right? It was a 10 bagger, right?
What?
The Gala
10 to
top
1?
10? 10 to 1?
No, it was 4.5.
Okay, never
Top
mind.
10. It's
Still.
top 10. It's not. All right, so let's go to.
You just got to give another shout out to Miller, man. Cam Young, I think it's still like all season.
Yeah, well, let's see. You're gonna. That's where I was just about to get to because the standings
I know that's
here.
looming
All right.
over our
Yeah,
heads.
give us the standings.
Parbay,
Give
you
us
should
the
have a
standings.
big jump.
Yeah.
So we've got. I counted it out. We've bet 11 times, so that's 3 bets a tournament. So that's $3,300.
Yep, a lot of money flow.
Yep. Miller, you are at a net $4,859.
Okay.
So if you followed Miller, you'd be looking pretty good. You'd be about $5,000 up. With Narb, you would be at $1,764. So, close second. I mean, he got the Cam Young players. That's a big one. I don't think anyone else has hit a winner.
This is like Mario
That was like
Party,
a 30
man.
to 1 too.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
And then we got Hammond at $429.
Positive? Positive?
Yes.
Oh, congrats,
Positive.
Kevin. Congrats.
And then Andrew rounding up fourth place with negative 844. So not terrible still. And then, yeah, don't follow me, but I've got minus 2,600. So I've hit one or two, that's about it.
Yeah, so just to remind everyone, we're
low-hanging fruit.
the play is $100. You get 3 $100 bills every week, and we put one on first, one on top 5, one on top 10. So it's interesting. It's kind of close at the top there.
Yeah, Miller's
It's wide
up by
open.
about 3, but yeah.
Yeah, if you call a tournament, you're gonna get 20 or 30 to 1. You're right. The mix,
It's key.
it's
Yeah.
tough to do.
Yeah.
We start off the season thinking like, how do we beat Scheffler? And so far, guys,
Oh,
exactly.
well,
By the way, he's a ghost. Where'd he go?
Well, people
He's
have
having another kid.
people have ripped me in the comments.
Yeah, dude, you were attacked. By the way, I saw the hidden ones.
There
Saw
is,
the hidden
I
ones.
know, there's, I was asking whether, we're at an end of an era where we're watching a guy start to lose number one in the world. And people are like, hey, man, there hasn't been a major yet. Like, shut up. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. There hasn't even been a major yet. It hasn't been a major yet. It's like, okay, well, here's our major next week. So let's see how he does, guys. Like, is his driver there? Is his game there? He just had a kid. I mean, does he still care? I mean, it's like, okay, I get it. But, I feel like the last couple of years he's been more dominant, and maybe it's just going to start all of a sudden. But to me, there's other guys playing better. I'm sorry, but I could be wrong. But after the Amex, I haven't seen anything.
As crazy as I thought you sounded, it's actually rung true. We haven't seen really Scheffler play well since then. I will say he is the guy who can turn on. He's the world number one for a reason, and the gap is so large because of his dominance. But I don't know if it's like a click on at Augusta. It's probably later season run. Maybe not even leading into the FedEx, but we got a lot of time. Hard to bet against him, but for everyone who was betting that top 10 finish, you've been getting canned since that started to fall apart.
I don't know if the payouts on him are even worth chasing it.
They're not. They're at like minus 200 for top 10s. So
they started to not be worth it anymore, but it was worth it at one point because he hit it 26 times in a row or something. So it was worth it.
It's like the McCaffrey touchdown,
Right.
Oh yeah, the what 2024 San Francisco or 2023?
Every game was getting McCaffrey get a touchdown.
It's gonna hit until it all of a sudden doesn't. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. It'll be interesting because he took he's taken this tournament off, the last 2 tournaments off. One is because he had a child, so I get that, right? But it'll be really interesting to see him next week. So let's get into our picks, though, for the Valero Texas Open. There's going to be a lot of coverage next week on the Masters. So there's going to be a live stream and everything. So get ready for that. But today for the next few moments, we can focus on our picks. My pick to win is Matsuyama.
Yep.
He hasn't played in the last few tournaments. I know he's red hot. He can get hot. I'm a little concerned now that we kind of rehashed that Harmon was the last winner, and I have heard that this course is very tight, that you can lose a drive, and I feel like Matsuyama can lose a drive, but he just always seems to get lucky and he seems to somehow save par from it. But that's my pick to win is Matsuyama, and I don't love the pick, but I also picked Penge last week, and that did not work out at all. So I need to go with a bigger name this week. That's where my head's at.
I like it.
What about Andrew?
My guy is the guy who just got a hat sponsor, Tommy Fleetwood. I think getting something like that is a big change, and coming to the week with extra press, extra attention can help a guy like that excel. So excited to see him play.
So you got Fleetwood.
It's about the right time for him to turn on. I mean, hasn't done much this year, but
Tommy Fleetwood here, right?
Tommy Fleetwood, he's a top 3 guy, And by the way, new sponsorship, right?
Yep.
That's why he picked him. Yeah.
Yeah, that new hat.
Who is it? Blackstone, largest private equity firm in the world.
Yep.
Oh, not the grill.
Yeah, let me actually do a little side commentary on that as well. So I think a great lesson we have from history and golf is kind of Phil Mickelson's deal with like certain financial companies for
KPMG.
sponsorships. It's like KPMG. They got a ton of value out of him actually coming to client events and playing with clients, coming to actually corporate events. So, I mean, I think if I'm Blackstone and doing some massive, PE deal, having Tommy Fleetwood at, the table saying, hey, we're going to go play at Shinnecock, isn't that bad of a thing? We're just going to take the helicopter. We're going to go up from the 82nd floor to the roof, hop in the chopper, get to Shinnecock. We'll tee off at 1:30. That's well worth whatever the 30 million. I don't know the number, but I bet it's tens of millions of dollars.
I mean, it's one client. They bag one client because of it. And
Yeah.
And to be honest, in this day and age, we don't see too often big names out there shopping themselves around like that. He was to the point where he was playing tournaments and just wearing gear from the pro shop. And so
Which is awesome.
That's him making a signal to the market. I am for sale, and I'm taking bids. Like I'm willing to chat about who wants to sponsor me. It's not like he was going to do that forever, but how long he pressed on, you just don't really see that. You think of players and you go, oh, Aberg, Adidas. You go that must that's a 15-year deal or whatever. There's no way.
No, but it's a guy that knows his worth. I mean,
And
Nike also.
further to that.
Yeah,
further
go,
Kev. Like he just won the FedEx Cup.
Yeah,
Right.
He comes on to the next season without a hat sponsor. Like that is unheard of.
I love he was wearing all the local course stuff. And by the way, like the coolest Pebble Beach hat, like any cool course. He's just wearing the local gear.
Our buddy Freddie Doubles made a great post on X that he was kind of pissed that he wasn't going to see Tommy wearing all the Augusta gear. He was like, darn it. Like, I was really looking forward to that.
Like a fan.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. No, but like, look, let's everyone pick a number right now. So Blackstone has $1.3 trillion under management. He's the first brand ambassador they've ever had. I mean, he's got to be making $10 million a year. What do people think?
I'd say more. I was just looking it up. So
20.
Do you have visibility into that? Is that public?
No,
I
was looking
not
up,
disclosed. Yeah.
I was looking up other funny sponsorships.
But what do other golfers make for their hat
I feel
sponsors?
like what was Tiger's with
It's
Nike
clothing.
was like $100 million or something.
But first of all, it's not a hat sponsor like you're buying the spot on the hat for the events or the season. This is brand ambassador. He's probably potentially wearing multiple logos, and he's going to multiple events for them. He's essentially like what's a good example of he's like an athlete being like the representative of Domino's, except it's the number one PE firm in the world.
Like Papa John's and the football guys. But no,
Peyton.
I think Peyton Manning. Thank you. I think it has to be the 50 to 100, to 50 to 80 million dollar range. I mean, that's what moves
over the course
needle.
of the contract.
Yeah,
That's over the course.
It's
We're
like a
talking per
5 to
year,
10 year.
I was thinking.
So
I
in
don't-
2013, Rory was sponsored by Jumeirah Hotel.
Oh,
Yes.
Saudi or UAE entity.
Yeah, I just thought that was one of the most
Jumeirah.
random sponsors ever. Yeah, Jumeirah.
How much did they pay him?
It's at $10 million a year, and that was 2013. So you got to figure
20. It's 20 a year.
Yeah, that's what I was gauging it up. Just thought I'd plug that in. It was a really random thing to see.
And it's also it's not an apparel deal, by the way. It will be on apparel, but it is brand ambassador. So, I mean, good for him. And again, he knew his worth. I think it was great. And Nike also too has been getting ripped up, kind of in the market. Beat expectations, but still a lot of slow growth in China. So, might be the right time. I feel like On Cloud, Lululemon, Aloe, these other brands are just eating Nike's lunch. So I'm with them. But hold up, let's keep going around the horn for bets. Andrew, did you have top 5, top 10?
Let's do ones. We're going around for ones.
Go
right
for
now.
ones.
Yeah. So
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm going with the Nike guy, but I'm going with Bob Mack. Robert McIntyre doing his first full season this year. I feel like he's due. I don't know, just a hunch, but I mean, I think he's a top 10 player. I've said that since the beginning of the season. But this would be like an event where I feel like he can win. Doesn't have all of the top tier competition. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use him in the one and done because I'm saving him for the British. Like, I just feel like he's going to win the British one of these years, and I'm going to call him 10 years in a row and capture one of those. But
I did that with Xander, and he finally did it.
Yeah.
Every year I picked him, and
at the
4
same
years
tournament. Yeah. It's a strategy, okay? And it pays still 3x if it's 30-1. But yeah, I like Robert McIntyre, and I mean he's a top 10 pick if you're looking at the odds, but I feel like it's the right call. But yeah, let's keep going around.
Okay.
Parbe.
Yeah, Parbe, the hot hand, the winner from last week, called
Yeah, it's a
two
two-time
of three.
winner.
So for the listeners out there, 2 of 3 for last week. So
I think he's been pretty consistent on hitting something for the past few weeks.
I think I've hit something every week. I'll tell you that much.
well, I think you've warmed
I don't
into
think
it.
so.
I think your
I'm
first
pretty sure
3.
you went
yeah.
goose
Oh,
eggs
no,
for a bit.
no.
Yeah.
The past 2 weeks, he's got netted 116, netted 324, 424.
No, past
And
two.
then-
I'm
Yeah,
talking
his
early
first
season, he was
weeks.
goose
Yeah,
eggs.
the first weeks he was picking
Yeah.
crazy picks. I thought.
All right, so hold
Yeah,
up,
now
You
Parbe.
stole me
Get
$50
Parbe.
for Xander making a cut week 1. Okay.
I
so
do.
Let's see.
Pay it up.
No, we're gonna transfer it to Andrew Hammond for a golf lesson. The 50. That's what I've decided.
Hey, whatever you want. man.
Andrew charges 80 an hour. No, but Parbe, hit it. Hit
This
it.
is a different discount.
Okay.
So I got Oberg, Ludwig.
Adidas man.
I think this course, the average fairway is 30 yards wide. Oberg's a super precise guy. I mean, he's a great iron player. He had a collapse, at the Players, I think, but he's just been holding so strong at the top so consistently. I think this course plays well to his style. And I mean, at the Masters last year, he was in great form. He's a good Masters player. And I think he's going to come in hot in the Masters too. So I might be really big on him. So I'm kind of testing him out this week. I'd love to see him get a win here and then carry it into Augusta.
Yeah, I want to call out too. It is good. I mean, to Harman last year, precision iron play, tight fairways. I mean, I would say Oberg is one of those, except for the 11th tee at the Players with that 7 wood. So might want to keep 7 wood in the bag.
Hey, you still bought one, but look, it's
that's true. That's true. And I love it.
it's a
in
tough
love.
break for the guy. I think everybody was rooting for him. Like I said, 30-yard fairways. I mean, if you just imagine that, I would probably lose like 3 boxes of balls there. So
No, I'm just kidding. We would probably shoot 110 at that course.
oh,
Yeah,
I'm taking the over on. What does
we
Andrew
gotta
think?
we gotta play that one day. There, we have to
Over.
go there and play it. I know it's like $1,000, but it's on the bucket list. But hold up, Kevin Connors, take us around the horn.
And I am going with the new Blackstone guy, Tommy Fleetwood as well.
Oh no,
Is that a
That's
chain?
sign for me.
No, I put that down.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Sign for you, Andrew. Sorry, buddy. There's still time, but no. I mean, from what I've read, he's 5th in category from like shots gained around the green. He's gained some of the most strokes from tee to green across the past like 20 or 30 rounds. So kind of sticking with that. And, as Kev said earlier, I just kind of got to take a big name. I'm doing terrible on these like number 1 picks. I'm really trying to shoot for my top 5, top 10s. I feel like that's where I can make some bread and butter. But I do like the Tommy Fleetwood pick. I think he is due, and I think he's just been around. He's just a great golfer, and I think he can take this course down.
All right. So
I mean, I think Tommy Fleetwood's fantastic. I mean, you guys might be calling it right there, but
it'll be interesting if what type of player comes up. You just never know. Some of these tournaments, you kind of get one of those lower, more of a lesser known name comes in because they really want to play in the Masters and their game's peaking. So you just never know. So for my top 5, I have Spieth, and my top 10, I have Fleetwood for my top 10. So you could get the theme. After Penge missing the cut, I was a little bit taken aback by it, and I kind of am trying to. I don't know if this is the right strategy this week for me to just pick kind of bigger names, but Spieth has been kind of peaking or coming to.
No, hold up.
Well,
Let's
he's been
take
playing
That's a
better.
relative term.
Yeah, I mean
No.
relatively.
I mean, what is he finished? Go to his last finishes. Pull it up right now.
He's
been
doing
because I
better
wanted
than
to
he
pick
was
strong.
before.
I don't think he's
better
been
year than
strong.
last
I don't
year.
think he's been fantastic though.
Let's go through it. Okay, Valspar 11th. So by that, I would say that's peaking.
That's
I'm
really
wrong
good.
there.
That's what I'm-
Players 32nd.
Yep.
Palmer 11th. Genesis 12th. Pebble 29th. Waste
Yeah.
Management missed cut. I mean, by the way,
So
fair
just,
point.
do you see how
I
he's
thought he didn't
hiding?
get
You
11th.
see how this guy's kind of hiding in the
Yeah, he
background?
hasn't
Yeah,
played
yeah,
like this in
he's
5,
there.
6
They-
or more years.
They don't
And by the
show
way,
him on
last
TV
year-
that much.
But this is home field advantage, right? He's Texas guy. Last year 12th, year before 10th. It's not a bad pick.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of I'm just thinking, if there's any time for him, and for these storylines, it's like that is a great story. If he can get back on the winner's circle,
he's due.
He's
He's due.
That's really what the tour wants and needs, is a guy like him to come a comeback story. It would certainly be pitched that way if he did win.
Oh, totally. What's your guys' take on Spieth? I mean, look, at one point, this guy was poised to be like him and Rory head to head for 1 and 2.
No, but I recall the day when we were at Miller's house watching the Masters, and he broke down. We all did not want him to win, and you said to us, "This is you guys. You guys are going to be upset because we're not going to see him back on like the podium." Or what did you say? Like you said something.
I said
like,
this is going to change this guy's life forever, and it's
And,
sad.
and that's what happened.
No, but you said something like, "We're probably not going to see him on the podium. This like could ruin his career, or not ruin his career, but like
yes,
we might not see him ever win again." And you called it.
And I
Dude,
felt
that's
so bad
crazy.
about it.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That's what
time.
happened.
By the way, I remember Connors being like the one rooting for him to fail, and that was the water on 13 or it was 11.
I think it was Amen's corner. It was the par 3.
And then he went in, I think twice, or it rolled back.
Twice, yeah.
That's what happened.
Never
though,
forget.
Barbet, to answer, when you answered your own question back in the day.
Yeah.
What do you think
it's just
happened to
sad.
him? It's like, you told us back then. what was
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
happen.
I just watched something happen there that was like he had that childish spirit. He had like this, like we always said in Sigma Chi, right? Maintain the spirit of youth. I think
Beautiful statement.
I think he became a lot older of a man that day than he
Yep.
wanted to be.
Yep.
Yeah, he was the next up and
He
coming
had
guy.
like a
and
tin cup moment, It was
Yes.
just not. We didn't need that.
Yeah.
Did come moment,
Yeah.
dude. The lines coming out of you, Narb.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, so that was Spieth's,
Yeah. Is that top 5 or
it's my top
10?
5. Can Spieth
Okay,
have a
keep
comeback
going.
after the Tin Cup Masters? Can Spieth redeem himself and come back? His recent finishes have been legitimate within the top 20 on almost all the last 4 or 5 tournaments. Basically knocking on the door to top 10. We're talking 11th, 12th, things like that. So, I think Spieth needs to have a big week.
I agree.
Leading into the Masters, and then Fleetwood. There's a lot of expectations. There's a lot of buzz around him. That could go either way. Fleetwood could just go flat on it, or or really step up. So I'm hoping that he does step up. That we see big names. Golf needs that this week. They need to see some big names on the leaderboard leading up to the Masters. Get people excited. But man, I just either way, unfortunately, I am, it's hard to watch this tournament because all I can think about is the Masters. I just can't wait for Augusta to take over, for them to take it out of, give the PGA Tour a week break, and let's hand things over to Augusta. Let them handle, the coverage and kind of where we're at.
I thought you were going to say it was hard to watch because you have Easter, but do you not celebrate that anymore?
No, I mean, everyone celebrates that a little bit, whether you're, whether you attend, a service or not. But
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Scanning 7 years ago.
No, but hold up. Keep going. Who's your top 10?
Fleetwood. That's what I'm.
Fleetwood,
that's my
okay.
point. Is
Okay.
there's going to be a lot of it could go either way. So yeah. So who's up for their 5 and
Andrew,
10?
keep
Yeah,
going.
I think I was second. I have Finau for top 5. He's been
Comments on his
trending-
finish last week? Feel like he was in the mix. Didn't get it
Gosh,
done.
I didn't get
just
to
went
watch.
flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just with this field, some guy like him can, shoot a very low number, no problem, and just end up top 5, super easily.
I like
So-
it. Yeah.
I'm not against Finau, and I think maybe he's playing freer now. It's later in the season, but yeah, based on the field, it's really like I see him having a chance. Top 10 is Thor Bjornsson. This guy was playing well a few weeks ago. I think he top 10 at a couple tournaments. And I just, once again, the field is not amazing this week, and I think it's his time to shine. And I could see him winning the tournament if he can turn it on. But at the end of the day, he'll probably, if he is in the lead on the final day, he will be one of those guys who falls down. And as long as he doesn't quit. Because
By the way, he's been
not winning.
fantastic this season too. We've seen him on every leaderboard.
Yeah, that's a strong pick. Right,
Guy
He's
is
playing well.
due Like,
Playing well.
maybe that's a one and done pick. It's not mine this week, but that's a good one.
Yeah, a good point about Oberg and Thornton Bjornsson, I believe, came out of the PGA college program. So they created a fast track for certain college players to get tour cards immediately. Oberg was the first one, was 1 year, and then Thornton Bjornsson, I believe, was the year after. So it's a testament to that program and developmental programs, and I hope that the tour doesn't lose sight of these developmental programs and other tours. The CEO, Brian Rolap has said they're not going to forget about those at all. But it's almost like when they say that, their coded language is like, we're gonna smoke all those things, by the way, and this is gonna be the NFL now.
Stop making smaller fields. Like, we want to see the diversity of talent.
They know that. They admitted that they're done doing the no cut stuff and small fields. No one wants that. But I worry about.
I want to watch like 4 hours of golf, not like 2.5.
Well, that's not exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying the developmental tours to lead to the PGA Tour, where you may get guys. You never know, the guy that's of the guy of tomorrow could be just sitting in the background today. Like the star, you have to be open to a new star coming onto the field who could be tomorrow's biggest name. You can't just rely on this kind of Champions Tour attitude. And unfortunately, the Tiger situation's proving that. It's like these stuff happens to the older players that you think bring crowds. Koepka hasn't stepped up to play. I think they were betting a lot on that letting him back in was going to be great. But then his game hasn't. He missed the cut. I mean, come on, he can't miss a cut. He
might have not had his head in it. I think he shot like 7 over the first day or something. Like, it was a disaster.
Yeah. So
he's got to stop wearing the bright orange. I think he's got to move to some calmer colors.
I love it. Andrew's picks are all based on clothing color or sponsorship.
Colors, music. Just lyrics.
It's a game
vibes.
of feel,
Yeah,
and
I get
betting,
it. Yeah.
It's like playing blackjack. Like that's the same analogy I use for what to hit off the tee. It's like, yeah, you could hit driver, but sometimes you gotta stay at 14 or stay at 13, and wait for the other guy to bust. So
you do have a choice, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep taking it around the horn. We're gonna talk about the Austrian Sepp Straka. I feel like Narb, you turned me on to him earlier this season. I think you had him in a few picks.
Parbe.
I got him this weekend too.
I know. We both had him. I saw that. But I'm just telling you this. This guy's coming. He hasn't played that many events this year. Like, he's kind of picking and choosing his events. Because last year, I feel like he won 2 events. Or he had like a great year on the tour last year. He finished 8th at the Players, 13 at the Palmer. And about hasn't played anything since. I feel like he's going to come in and win this week. Like, he might be kind of like the 800-pound gorilla, like showing up and cleaning up a check and just tuning up for Augusta. But he's top 5, top 10. Someone actually who we have not talked about all season, JJ Spawn. Where's he been? Is this the tune-up? I don't know. I just think it's a good take. Let me pull up his exact odds. I feel like it was like a pretty good
because I'll
return.
I think I'd take like a $20 bet on that to not hit.
Oh, you want to take JJ Spawn won't make the cut?
I think he could make the cut. I don't know, but
that's kind of
not making top 10.
So if he makes top 10 and I pay you $20, you give me 100.
Yeah, you got to pay odds.
He's got 5 to 1.
Yeah, he's 5 to 1.
You got to pay a multiplier on that.
So
the cut is the one that you can.
Or do you want to do the cut for just 20 straight?
Oh. Let me think. I'll get back to you.
It's 10
now or
9.
never.
If it's $20.
Well, let's just go over his what did he do in the past?
So Valspar miscut, Players 24th, Palmer miscut, Genesis miscut, AT&T 45.
I'll take you on the miscut.
20.
Yeah.
Done. All right.
Virtual.
No, but look, I'll just say this: JJ Spawn, obviously, with his major win last year, has done nothing. So, feel like some of these guys we've been talking about it. Like, this is a horse race, right? And all these horses are kind of moving at different speeds. If we think of moving towards the FedEx Cup and like kind of winning the championship this year, which isn't the same as winning a major, but is the way we just calculate how you're doing as a barometer. Some of these guys got to turn it on. JJ's got to be one of them.
I think JJ Spawn was a one and done. I think he had a lucky week. I think that
no respect for San Diego State. Okay?
Hey, like I said,
Come
I
on.
take the emotion out of the when
My
I'm
God.
when we're taking bets, I take the emotion out of it. Right? I don't care where he's from. I just
Yeah.
think that what he did to beat Rory was impressive. It was kind of lucky, and he was peaking. And I haven't seen anything since. When I see a guy start missing cuts, and it it wasn't a Keegan Bradley where he got mentally ruined at the Ryder Cup, and that's what Keegan Bradley's been missing all these cuts, but JJ has no excuse
Disappeared.
other than that. I don't think his game is actually in the winner's circle, if you will, of those top 3 horses. That win was a huge win. Don't get me wrong.
Just remember this.
But
He's
these
ranks fourth on the tour in approach play. Shots gained.
That's fine,
Interesting.
but you gotta-
I know, but look right. Look, it's a good bet.
Got to have the
$20
rest.
bucks.
You got to have the rest of the game.
Yeah.
but
Well, here let's send it around to Parbe. He is one of the same picks.
I do. I have Straka. I think he's an excellent iron player. He has ranked, I think, top 3 this year in strokes gained tee to green, which is huge for this course. I also found an interesting stat. Colin Morikawa is number 1 in strokes gained with moderate to extreme wind conditions. Number 2 in the last year is Straka. Looking at the weather for San Antonio this week, we haven't talked about that much. I see rain forecasted 3 out of the 4 days.
Interesting.
And I also see 15-mile-an-hour winds. So, hey, this guy being number 2 in the strokes gained, I don't know if you'd call this extreme wind, but I'd say moderate. I want to defer to Andrew on this. I mean, what's 15 miles an hour going to do? And I know Straka's not the best putter, but with wet conditions like this, what do we think here?
Wet conditions.
Morikawa,
it's
right?
sunny.
Are you talking about Morikawa or Straka on the
No, Straka's second
in the with
the wind.
with wind? Okay.
Yeah, and look
Yeah.
at San Antonio, Texas. Has anybody looked at weather?
Yeah,
I mean,
was looking
I
at the
ran
weather.
it a day ago.
It's gonna
It
be
was
like
73 and 5-mile-an-hour wind, no rain forecast.
no, I see rain like Narb said, pretty much almost every day. It doesn't look like crazy rain, but the greens will be soft.
By the way, also Kevin, happy
Saturday is an
Passover.
85% chance.
Thank you.
And yeah, Andrew, what do you think about 15 miles an hour? Is that enough to shake things up?
I mean, it's straight into it. It's at least a club if it's blowing that constantly. So yeah, watch out for, I don't know, par 3s into the wind. These guys got to keep the ball low. I mean, you got to be able to flight the ball in the wind, control trajectory. So if someone's good in the wind, they do have that control. So not a bad pick. I like.
Hey,
Straka.
speaking of that, by the way, Kevin, after we get done with this and my phone's available to use, I'm going to get you a video of the Windy app over San Antonio. I think that might be a good piece of content to get out.
Yeah.
My phone died, by the way. It must have died.
looks
gone.
like it.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna need to wrap up soon.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
he's not gonna get any more
Top
clips.
10.
Yeah, I got Siwoo in the top 10. He's in this season he's only second to Rory for strokes gained tee to green, so we know he's got great striking. And he's done pretty great this season as well, just overall. So I think he's not fluking, and he's got 2 weeks of rest too. So I could see him coming in hot.
I like him for the Masters potentially.
I like
Yeah, I
that.
think- Yeah,
A warm up week.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So KCON, what's your 5'10"?
My top 5, I am going with Denny McCarthy. It's kind of a weird pick for me, but I think,
pick. I like it.
he
Damn, that was my
starts
sleeper.
off tournaments a little bit well, but some of the stats I saw was, he averages a 70.1, which is the second lowest scoring average over the past 5 years at this course. And then, last year he was the runner-up, which also kind of scares me. And then, last week at the Texas Children Houston Open, he was tied for 12th. So that shows some moving up there, and maybe he likes Texas. Who knows? My top 10, this one was kind of based off of the weather a little bit, like Narb said. I've taken Rio Hisatune.
Oh, nice.
Love
He's 13th in the FedEx Cup. He's having a great season. I think he's basically made every cut that he's played. He's third in shots gained tee to green, which is key to this course, as well as it's a 1.35 over the last 20 rounds. But I was looking at the weather, and kind of reminds me of a little bit like what it would be like at Pebble Beach when when he's on, especially softer greens, he can stick it. And that's just my thought process on weather-wise. But yeah,
he's
that's
been
where I'm
solid,
going
man.
with
That
the
guy
weather.
has been so good, like fun to watch this year. He's always on.
He's
the,
like Matsuyama when he was coming up, you know.
Yeah.
Question for you guys: who is the PGA player with the highest career earnings who has not had a victory on tour?
That's a great question.
It was Tommy Fleetwood till the FedEx last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
Are you speaking into your mic, Miller? still?
Ludwig,
No, it's Denny McCarthy.
it is Denny McCarthy.
No
Wow.
way.
Wow.
21.8 million on the PGA Tour, the highest earning player
He's
without
like
a tournament
always in the
victory.
top 10. Wow.
Like, he's got the most. Yeah, he's got 21.8.
Okay, and I think that's a sleeper pick. My other sleeper pick, I saw an interview just randomly on Golf Channel, is Maverick McNeely, sponsored by KPMG. He seems to say in his interview that things are coming together. So we will see.
It's a good pick. He's due. Very due.
Yeah, so Denny McCarthy and Maverick McNeely, I think those are two great ones. Even like a first-round leader type play, maybe throw down some extra on to make the cut, even though it won't pay that well. I finally missed my lock of the week, so I'm 2 for 3 on lock of the week. He didn't make the cut, so
Mine hit, by the way. Mine hit last week. Just want to call that out.
What was your lock of the week last week?
I'm blanking on it, but I know it hit because I got paid. I think it was Marco Penge. No, it was 2 weeks ago. Make the cut. Last week was. I'm blanking. Just keep going.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna come up with another one, but if I get below 500, I might have to retire from lock of the weeks because then the internet will crucify me. But I need to keep in my research on there. Cosmos Research, guys, look out for that. We have the women's hats coming. We just got the patches. Hold on, let me show this patch.
Yes.
Thing's sweet.
Let's get it up here.
By the way, we launched a shuttle to the moon, right? So the
Yeah.
Cosmos are,
I know
are-
our stuff is like relevant now, but this is the Cosmos patch.
Inspired by the Apollo 11 mission patch.
Apollo 11. You can see the pink border on it with the pink golf ball.
That's awesome.
This thing is sweet. It's going to be on the hats. We have these like special snapback hats. So be on the lookout for those. Trailers out for the Jurassic Cup. And I know all the people still listening are the the real fans here. So shout out to you all still with us. The Jurassic Cup trailer is out. That's going to be an epic video. That is an epic match. We have the Muni Cup #1. That's coming out as well. And then of course the Masters. We have the Cosmos Research. If you're into that type of thing, you can look at all the picks and everything for next week. But guys, lots.
Hold on, hey,
yeah.
One pick. Adrian Dumont de Chessart.
I like that.
Okay, he's my lock of the week. Just want to call
slow
that.
play guy.
Love that.
Make the cut.
Yeah. There's like a line behind that guy playing. Yeah. Yep. So sometimes slow.
Yeah.
What is the saying? Slow wins the race.
Slow and steady.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wins the race. So yeah, guys, lots of good stuff coming. Again, thanks everyone for listening, gentlemen. Thanks for your time, gentlemen, and for your attention to this great, beautiful game, and for the great discussion. And enjoy the tournament this weekend. And I will be seeing you all for the Masters.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Lots of coverage coming up for the Masters. Again, that's our Super Bowl, so I can't wait for it, guys. So thanks again.
Awesome.
Take care.
See you guys.
Peace.
Living by the ocean, living by the ocean, shine, 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 shine. Living living by the ocean side, living by the ocean side. Oh, now, but then I said, bring it in. It's time to begin. That's not day sitting. But then I said, don't be late, 'cause it's time to get late. Away. But then you said, bring it in. It's time to begin. That's not day sitting. Living by the